Coach, can you take us through the emotion of getting the first Big Ten win?
Yeah, it feels fantastic because not just the win itself, but because of the work that we've had to put in to get here. And I mean, you know, we get a little inspiration from the Coach Chambroni and the men's lacrosse team against Michigan today, and it felt good. But I thought there's you talk about timely goaltending. I mean, there's huge saves early that just gave us a lot of confidence, and sometimes that's great. Goaltending is more about timely goaltending, and I thought that really started us off well. And then you really have to give a ton of credit to the D because we had 2 D go down, and just a tremendous game by Kenny Brooks, both as a forward and a defenseman. And I can't tell you how difficult that is to do what he did, and he was fantastic. So everybody, I mean the whole team, just did a heck of a job. Very proud.
Guy, I know it's been 10, 15 minutes of that, but where does this rank in comparison to maybe the first night, the little opening?
To me, that was a tremendous night and something I'll never forget. But I think, I don't want to speak for these guys, but that's why I came here, to compete against the best teams in the nation in the Big Ten. And what a tremendous crowd and the student body. They're so great and so supportive, and to see how much fun they were having. That's what it's all about for me. So it was awesome.
John, what can you say about the performance of that guy at the end of the table?
Well, I think, you know what, that's what I meant by it's really timely goaltending. I mean, there was huge save early that I think meant as much to the team to give us the confidence that a belief in your teammates sort of deal. And so it's probably the feeling that we got from his saves early that said, you know, he's not going to let us fail, and that goes a long way. So as far as that type of, I don't know what you want to call it, internal leadership, it was tremendous.
Guy, we talked last night about shots on net and overcoming a mental hurdle, so to speak. Why do you think it wasn't clicking last night and previously, but it did tonight?
I think it's a little bit, it has to do with the feeling that you get I felt tonight especially that everything that the guys put on, I felt like guys were doing what they did for each other. If that makes sense. I mean, it's just a bit of a different feeling, and there was a lot. I thought we went to the net really well and had their goaltenders. Gave them something to think about, and I just thought it was a bit of a different feel. I think they really just decided that they were going to do this together, and I'm not sure I felt that as much here as I did tonight ever before.
Matt, was there a reason for that, do you think, that there was just more cohesiveness among you guys tonight? Was there someone that said something before the game, or is it just the way it worked out after 60 minutes?
I mean, we are playing Michigan in the Big Ten. I mean, I'm sure that had something to do with it. But no, it was just going for, I mean, we had a huge, just like everybody just pulled together. There was a sense of urgency before the game for sure. Getting kind of spanked last night, 7-3. And then coming out tonight and having the performance was huge.
At any point in the game, was there kind of a feeling of, uh-oh, here we go again, we're up 2-0, 3-0? How, you know?
I mean, no. I mean, I think everyone was pretty confident from the first period out. We had goal scoring in the first period, which was huge, and always to get a lead. That's good. I just think everyone had a little chip on their shoulder from last night that, no, like, this isn't going to happen again. So.
Was it a different feeling then?
But yeah, definitely.
Question for any of you. Do you guys finally feel like you're a legitimate member of the Big Ten now?
You know, I think it's part of our growth and, you know, growing as a team. And like you said, yeah, it was a different feeling. And, you know, we really came together as a team today, and there was a trust in the locker room that, you know, when we went out by goals, we knew that it wasn't, there wasn't a lot of talk and empty promises. It was work, and we trusted the guy next to each other to do their job. We knew we were going to get it done. So.
And with that in mind, this was one of the more physical games I've seen this year. I'm sure you guys would agree. Is that kind of more of the type of game you're expecting to see in the Big Ten?
I mean, yeah. I mean, Big Ten hockey is what it is. So, I mean, the best teams in the nation. Physical play comes with that. So, we'll expect whatever comes at us, we'll deal with it when it comes.
Guy, how rewarding for you was it to only to not see yourself lose momentum because of the penalty kill. That's something in a couple of spots this year. Penalties have really sucked the momentum from you guys. That didn't happen tonight. How rewarding was that?
It was nice. I think it was a part of the same feeling that they talked about. I don't think anybody felt, we didn't feel, oh no, here they come at all at any point in the game, and I think everybody felt confident that we were going to kill it. And it's a feeling that you have when everybody plays for each other, and like I said, I thought that was really evident today. So it is nice to see all over through all three periods rather than just the PK, but we certainly felt that on the penalty kill as well.
It never seemed like there was a moment where the team looked content to have the lead that they had. They were sort of like always working to get that next goal. Is that something that you saw? And really for any of you, do you think you learned from blowing that 2-0 lead to Ohio State that you can't really ever sit back?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you want to take that one? But no, Tommy and Eric Scheid, in between the second and third, they definitely said exactly what you said, which was don't be content. Like, they're going to come, but keep playing our game, and the pieces of the puzzle should fall where they should. So that's your question, yeah.
And you kind of took a little shot at that one guy when you lost your helmet. Is there like you don't have a lot of opportunities to check people on goal, so there's kind of like a message sending there when someone comes up that close?
I mean, no, I'm not really the message sender type, but I don't know, I was just kind of passionate about the play, and I don't know, it just kind of is what it is.
And you haven't started a lot of games as of late, but you've been consistent when you've played, so is there an added sense of urgency for you to get that win when you may have had limited starts before?
Well, anytime in the net, I try to give my best effort to help the team win, no matter when I start. So even if I go in when I didn't start, so I mean, sense of urgency and the fact that maybe we haven't won a Big Ten game yet, but anytime in the net, I just focus on that.
Guy, you can walk us through your goal. It was kind of on the opposite side of the media.
Yeah, I mean, I just remember we established a really good forecheck, and David Goodwin and Taylor Holstrom were tenacious on the puck, and it was bouncing in the corner, and I think I tried hooking it out, and I got hit, and Goodwin tried hooking it out, and somehow we got possession. I saw an opportunity to hit it, and it wasn't a beautiful shot on net, but it found a way right in the goalie's feet, I think, and so it was a bit surprising compared to some of our other opportunities.
Guy, kind of bouncing off that, the forecheck tonight that kind of led to the Casey Bailey goal as well. How important was it for you guys to establish a good forecheck tonight?
We always try to, but I think guys were moving and they were hungry, and they were forechecking for each other. I mean, it's sort of different. It wasn't just one guy going in. I think it was three guys going in with a purpose, and I think not only on that goal, I thought we were able to territory. I thought we were able to play in their end for a lot longer because of it. I think even the times where we didn't get offensive chances, I think it really kept. We were able to keep sustained pressure and actually gain momentum from that. So I thought it was a big part of our game.
Guy,
You talked all year about learning lessons and playing a complete game. Do you think you guys finally did that tonight?
Yes. Yes.
How do you take this and turn the confidence that you can get from a win over a top 10 team and keep that momentum going, especially with another big weekend coming up?
Well, these are stages as well. I mean, we talked about the stages it takes to get here and to learn that the feeling that you know that you can play, and then to play this way against the top teams in the nation, and then to play with the lead is something a little bit different. And we always wanted to get back to see if after Ohio State, we wanted to see what we learned and see if we could do it then. And now it's another stage. I mean, we had a bit of success. We want to see how we handle it. Are we going to be content and sit back and say we've arrived, or are we going to get to work and try to do better? So after the feeling that we had in the locker room today, I'm very optimistic about that. So the coaching staff is very curious to see.
Now, Michigan had several good scoring opportunities early. Were you feeling it pretty early on that this was going to be kind of a good game?
I mean, I think those early chances definitely got me into the game. But after that, I think a lot of the shots they had were from the outside the house. Maybe one in the second that they had right in front of me. So, I mean, the defense did a good job with their gap and their stick. So, kind of made my job a little easier. I mean, it may look like I had a tremendous game, but there was a lot of defensive play that goes without saying that they had a great game.
Matt did the big fist pump at the end there, jumped in to celebrate with your teammates. What's the level of relief then?
It was just excitement. I mean, the first Big Ten win in history of Penn State. It's just awesome to be a part of, and I'm just very, very ecstatic and pumped, and just wanted to celebrate with my teammates.
For both you and Zach, what was the feeling like that last minute, the whole crowd got on their feet and was cheering for you guys?
It was something that I'll remember for a long time. That just speaks volumes of what this hockey program has come so far with all the support we have, and it was really cool to see, especially from my end, because I kind of saw everything. I saw the student section, and then eventually everyone stand up. So it was very cool.
Guy, you had said someone told you guys were going to go 0-20 in the Big Ten this year. To get the win, is it kind of a vindication, I guess, or maybe a...
Well, it happened when the announcement. I actually haven't signed on here yet, but it was a conversation that coaches had about coming from, with only 1 year, it comes from a club program to playing in the Big Ten, and that yeah, there was a chance for a victory in the first year, and I mean, that sticks in your mind, but I think getting to know the guys a little bit, I did not worry about that, but it certainly is nice to get this one.
You said you had 2 defensemen go down. There were games last year you played with 4 defensemen.
Yeah.
I mean, was there any sort of benefit having those experiences tonight, or not really?
It's not. I don't think it was a benefit having those experiences with 4D. I just think that it was the big benefit was that I think the trust, as Zach talked about, the trust with teammates, the trust that Kenny Brooks can go back there and get the job done. I don't think in how we did it last year. Compared to conference Big Ten play is a little bit different, but so I think the confidence came from just the trust in the locker room and trust that the guys were going to get it done regardless of who was out there.
Say a couple more.
What is the status on those 2 guys?
I won't know until next week.
You talked about trust. What's the importance of these guys after a month and some of 1-goal losses or whatnot, really staying the course and kind of buying into what you've been selling?
Yeah, well, from the coaching staff's standpoint, I mean, it makes us feel good that the buy-in to do what we do was going to pay off, and that it can yield a result like this. This is a great result for us, and I think that it's the buy-in to play that game, but I think it gives you a lot of confidence in what we're doing, and that the personnel we have is able to play that way and that they can get results. So certainly this is a confidence booster for that.
Coach, speaking of the result, you happen to know the last time you had a shutout?
Ha. Kappa, help me out. No, I don't.
A year ago to the day.
Come on.
No, dead serious. Against Alabama Huntsville 4-0. 2-8,
Really?
2013.
Really? I did not know that.
Congrats.
Can't wait till next year.
Take one more.
Zach, what does this win do for you guys in the way of confidence of you've been able to hang with these teams, but now to get that win, what does it take to take the next step?
You know, right now, I think I'm still in a little bit of awe because I grew up, kind of worshiping the Big Ten teams, always been to hundreds of college hockey games, so right now it's a good first step, and you're stuck between not wanting to be too excited and conducting yourself with also an expectation to win more. And our week doesn't change. We're going back to work on Monday, just like we would any other time. So you soak it in right now, and we got to get back to work as well.